Hi everyone. It's time for today's video based on New York Times connection game. It's basically a game where you create four groups of four words from 16 given words. You have seen the thumbnail, so you know what the first group we are discussing is. Watch to the end of this video, and I will also tell you the other three groups of four words, what each word means, and what they have in common. So the following words are passionate as a feeling. The first one is deep. Now, I was so deeply moved by what you said. Deep, right? So deep in its simplest form means, something is deep, as in, deep water, right? When you go, swimming or something, it could be deep water. Another word for deep is profound, right? So this is profound, this is deep. Now be careful because it's deep, long E, not dip, D-I-P. This is deep, D-E, D-double-E-P, profound. But dip, to dip, D-I-P, is actually the opposite of dip because when you dip something, like you dip toe in the water. When you dip your toe in the water, it's like you just gonna like little bit put it there and then take it out. Like or you dip your chips in salsa or something. That's dip. And then dip can also be a form of a thing that's a dip that you. So you have to dip, and then we have the thing which is the dip, which you use something to dip in. But going back to deep, so deep is generally means, going lower, going down, going profound. I've been thinking about something really deeply. I've been feeling it deeply. And then so deep can be for an object, like the hole is really deep, right? Or your financial hole is really deep, like you're really in deep trouble. I am in deep trouble. But also could be an emotional thing. It could be a physical thing, it could be an emotional thing, it could be an intellectual thing, deeply, I am deeply troubled by this issue. Extremely, okay, deeply. The next word for passionate as a feeling is extreme. Now, extreme means the limit, right? This is the extreme. And then we have extremely. So it's been extremely hot, right? The adjective hot, adverb extremely. So the extreme, you are trying my nerves to the extreme, like you're taking something to the extreme. If you have a rope, this is one extreme, this is one extreme. Two extremes, right? Capitalism and socialism, two extremes. So extreme means, I am extremely disappointed in you, right? I am deeply disappointed in you. I am very much disappointed in you. I'm extremely proud of you. You did great. I can't understand the extreme of the arrogance somebody was feeling. Extreme, taking something to the extreme, being at the extreme. This is the extreme of humility. This is the extreme. I am offering my condolences in extreme humility. And then the next word for passionate as feeling is fierce. Now, fierce is passionate as a feeling. It doesn't have other meanings. Fierce means I am fiercely competitive. I am deeply competitive. I am extremely competitive. I am fierce. This person was fierce. So it could be fiercely something and it could be fierce. He was fierce, the way he was playing ping pong, very intense, very fierce, right? So fierce, having this fierce, fierce look on his face, right? Or, he's just fierce. She's just fierce. The way she goes in battle, she's such a fierce warrior. She has no fear. She's fearless. She is fierce. She's fiercely competitive. She is fierce. Another word for that could be ferocious. Ferocious is fierce, right? That wow, you're fierce. You just stand up and you're a warrior and you're fierce. He gave me this fierce gaze, kind of like fierce, like as an adjective, right? All of these things are, of course, adjectives. And then another, finally, passionate as a feeling is intense. Wow, man, that was intense. I just did this mushrooms, whatever, and they were extremely intense, right? Wow, that roller coaster ride, dude, that is intense. Whatever, dipping yourself in hot water and then taking a frozen water shower is intense. So having an intense, dude, you're intense, intense. I am intensely scared of him, fiercely, deeply, extremely. And then, so intensely. And then when it's the amount of intenseness is intensity. It's the intensity of this movement blows my mind away. That was an intense encounter. To see Meryl Streep for the first time, that was intense. That was an intensely, that's an intensely competitive test. Are you sure you want to take it? It's fiercely competitive. It's extremely steep. So I just wanted to say to you that I really appreciate you coming and checking this video and watching my videos. And I know English can be frustrating and can be hard. I just gave you deep, extreme, fierce, and intense. And, it could be confusing which one to use where. And I've been doing this for more than 40 years. And I tell you that English, to master English, is no joke. There's a million words in this language. And, each word has its own world, literally. So just keep coming back, keep watching these videos, keep watching my videos, keep working on yourself, and know that your English is going to be better, far better than the Native Americans and Native British speakers, because you've been working on it and they have not. So just keep at it, watch movies in English language with English subtitles. Don't use a dictionary. Think in English. Hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. These words are all bang into, okay? Bump. Wow, I bumped into my ex the other day. She looked good. Bumped into, bang into. You bump into something, you hit it, right? Be careful don't to bump into anything, right? Their room is full of antiques and fragile things. Don't bump into something. Don't, bang into them. Don't hit them. And then, but then also bump into is for person. But I bump into my boss. You have no idea. Like I came across, bump into, right? And then of course, bump as a noun is bump, right? Like that, like little hill. That's a bump. And then that's why we have bumpy. That's a bumpy road, man. That's difficult to do what you're doing. That's a bumpy path. It's not easy. And then bump something up. Hey, bump that up, as in bring it up, right? Like when you have a list, bump it up. The next one for bang into is butt, not butt. As you know, it means, you're behind. That's what the simplest word is, but also is the butt of the cigarette, right? The cigarette butt. Or you can be butt of it every joke. Those are all, but the verb but to butt into. You just butted into our conversation. What the hell? You just banged into it. You just came into a conversation. I didn't mean to butt in, as in I didn't want to interrupt. The next word for bang into is knock. He just knocked everything, man. He just came in the room with all the expensive stuff and knocked everything down, right? Or, and then we have knock, knock joke, who's there, whatever. And then, but knock in its simplest form is knock. Knock, knock. You knock on the door. I don't want to knock you or anything, as in I don't want to bring you down. I don't want to humiliate you. Not to knock it out, not to knock it, as in not to bring it down, and then knock it off, as in stop it, cut it out, knock it off. And then we have the word knock off. This is a knockoff. This is not a Sony watch. It's a knockoff, as in it's a copy. It's not a very good copy. It's knockoff. And then we have knockout. Knockout, KO. Like, he knocked me out, man. He just one slap and I was knocked out. And then we have knockers. That's your knockoff. And then we have knuckles. These are knuckles. Knocker, then knuckle. And then finally for bang into is ram. So he just rammed into me, man. I was driving my car and he just rammed into me. Ram, going head first into something. Because ram is the animal ram. And, antlers and everything. That's ram. He just rammed into me, man. He just rammed into our conversation. Like, what the hell? Ram, right? And the next group of words are analog TV interference. Analog TV. You even remember that? You don't even know what that is, right? Analog TV can have fuzz. Fuzz, there's fuzzy. Now, fuzzy, these days, in digital age, when you want to make something old, we create that fuzz. So fuzz is kind of like that, the gray stuff, that's fuzz. Also, a peach has fuzz. Also, your beard, when it's very, very short, it's fuzz. So fuzz is usually that little hair on top of something, like a peach or face. But then fuzzy means something which is not very clear. I'm a little bit fuzzy. Can you please tell me what actually happened last night? Fuzzy. And then we have fuzzy logic, which is a branch of mathematics. And then the analog TV interference could be noise. And of course, noise. We have signal, that like what my voice is right now is signal. But if there was leaf blower or there was, a baby crying or something, that would be noise. So you have signal, which is the thing you interpret, the thing that you listen to, and then the rest is noise. When you go to a nightclub, say, make some noise, Now, be careful, noise is not necessarily, necessarily good. Could be, as I said, could be distracting, but be careful between noise and voice. My voice comes out of a human, whereas noise can be anything. And noise usually is annoying, except like making noise. And that's why we have the verb, the adjective noisy. Wow, that's a very noisy place, right? Now, be careful, noisy and nosy. Nosy, right? Noisy means loud, it's very noisy. But nosy, N-O-S-Y, that means a person who's very, what happened? Inquisitive. They curious, not in a good way. You're very nosy, as in you ask so many questions that you don't need to know. Another TV interference is snow. You have snow and kind of like that white stuff on old TVs. Snow, of course, means snow is the thing that falls off the sky and it's white and it's cold. That's snow. But you can have things like snowed in. I'm snowed in, as in it has snowed so much in my house that I can't leave the house, snowed in. And then we use snow in slang form for cocaine, right? That's snow. And then analog TV interference is static. So there's a lot of static. And static is like, that's static, right? That kind of noise is static. But also we have static electricity, that you touch something, shocks you. That's static. So the next group of words is something merry. So Bloody Mary, and Bloody Mary, of course, is like, I think, tomato juice with vodka or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never had it. Bloody, of course, means, bloody means something which is bloody, with as blood is of blood. Now, bloody is an expression in British language, which is to emphasize. I bloody well told you to stay away from him. As in, I yelled at you. I made it clear that you should stay away from him. Bloody damn, where were you? Bloody. It's like you use this bloody to emphasize things. Hail Mary is like send Hail Marys to whatever, God or Jesus or something. Hail means to hail somebody. Like, when you're plane and you want to talk to another plane, you hail them. You send them a signal to hail them. Like if you watch Star Trek, Captain, they're hailing us, as in they're sending us hail, Hail. They're hailing us. They want to talk to us. The next one is Proud Mary. I have no idea what Proud Mary means. Proud, of course, means, it's the adjective for pride. I'm very proud of you. Proud, and then proudly. And then the last one is Virgin Mary, which is, Mother Mary. Virgin, of course, means, you know what virgin means. The person who's never been intimate with anybody, virgin. But also virgin, we use things like virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And then virgin is basically untouched. And you can use untouched for human, but also you can use it for a land. This is a virgin land. And then, it has never been touched. We're going to open up a virgin topic, a topic that we've never explored. And, sometimes you can have fun with it and say, hey, I am a roller coaster virgin. That means that I've never been on a roller coaster. Or I'm a Italian food virgin, like I've never had Italian. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Come back tomorrow. Take care.